We were just talking about D&D.
Only D&D.
You believe me?
Only
No?
D&D.
Cool.
All right, so I need everybody to roll initiative.
Right.
How did we forget that before we left off?
Ooh.
Oh!
No, that's actually pretty accurate. I just got a tree knocked on me.
Yeah, you just got smoked by an elm.
All right, over 20.
23. An elm. Specifically.
I would have been okay with a cedar also.
What about a
15 to
maple?
20.
No, don't be gross.
What?
15.
Get all that syrup on you.
Canadians.
And
10 to 15.
Vermonters.
Ooh, all right, below 10. Oh, okay.
You can add your...
It's technically 3,
Okay.
but I rolled an at 1.
It's all right. Doesn't matter. You could even have a 4.
Thanks.
We'll keep the same order. All right. So Enna, there's like 2 hulking figures. Actually, I have to do one more time.
Well, that's not right.
All right. So actually, before your turn, you see like an eagle flying above you, fly down, change into a female elf.
Or not.
As in?
You would recognize from the inn.
From my end?
Yep, the innkeeper.
The botanist.
And she goes, "I'll take care of this one. You guys take care of the other." And she runs towards one of them.
Okay.
All right, Enna.
Can we take the other one? I
How far away are they?
don't know. Little,
They're actually quite a ways away.
Ow.
We'll say 40 feet, just for.
Okay, I back
Less
up.
than 650 feet.
I back up 40 feet. Can I back up 40
Yeah.
feet? Okay. And then I lob 3 shots.
Go for it.
I guess I heard her say that, so I would do whatever one she's not running.
Okay.
At.
Did we all hear her say that?
Yeah.
Okay.
You actually see as like her eyes like glow, like just like go like colorless as she looks away, and like a huge bolt of lightning from the sky smashes into the other one.
And actually,
really cool.
And actually, before I back up, I turned to Sai and I was like, "We're gonna fuck these giants up," and then I back up.
Yes, we are.
So that's a 25 to hit on the first one.
Anna, shoot them. Anna.
So these aren't, just so you're aware, these aren't giants for your favorite creature.
Well, I don't get any battle stuff.
Oh, really?
Anyway.
Oh,
Don't you?
I gotta look
know
up
things about them or something?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I gotta look
Ranger's
that up.
weird that way.
Rangers.
It's more like I can track them well. And that
Okay.
sort of thing. And I learned their language. Ooh. So this one is my special shot, and it is a total of 18 piercing damage on the first one. And then the next one is an 18 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. That one's only 5 piercing.
Okay.
And then the last one is garbage. It's a 12.
No.
To hit. Yeah, I don't think so.
All right, so it's just like ding, ding, ding. It hits, and you see like the first hot hit like chipped a few. It'll be like pebbles kind of fall off. The other 2 just kind of hit.
But it seems like they're
minimal
taking
effect.
damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
So its turn. It is going to be running up, and it is about 10 feet away from you guys, and
You have 2 favorite creatures now.
Dragons and giants.
Dragons was your second.
Wick, I need you to do a wisdom saving throw.
Did you really think it was going to be somebody else? Or
I
are
rolled
you
for
just
it.
jaded at this point? No, that's the joke. Is that like whether you roll for it or choose, like it's Wick's getting attacked. Let's be honest.
And then Wick is going to get hit with whatever.
A tree or a rock.
No, Valtryek gets hit with that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's an 8.
That is a fail. You are now slowed.
Oh.
So
Cuts my speed in half, and I only get one attack action. No bonus actions, if I remember correctly.
Yup.
oh crap.
Yup.
Sorry. All three of you need to roll
Yeah.
wisdom
That's a-
saving
that's a-
throws.
that is
it's
a
an
radius.
area of effect.
Nope.
Slowed.
21.
Pass.
Thank God somebody passed.
Wow.
Oh, that's
Okay. On a
brutal. You
failed
can't
save,
do
a
bonus
target
actions.
cannot use reactions. Speed is halved, and cannot make more than one attack on its turn. In addition, the target can take either an action or a bonus action on your turn, not both. And this lasts for 1 minute. At the end of each turn, you can repeat the saving throw.
So I don't get my uncanny dodge or my evasion either.
Nope, and I don't
Right.
get any of my.
And you only get one of your attacks.
I don't get my superiority stuff, my maneuvers.
And your speed is halved, so
Or your
you're
extra
up.
Yeah. Oh, I
How far
already
away are
know
they?
that, Yeah.
10 feet.
I'm going to back up 15 feet and throw a dagger.
Okay, go for it.
Do I get to roll to try to deny it again?
At the
It's
end
not
of your
one of those
turn.
things. At the end of my turn.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yep. That's a 12.
Nope.
Okay, that's my turn.
Are you gonna roll your save?
Nope.
Okay, Wick.
So, quick question for the DM.
Yep.
Is my speed halved to 15 or to 10? Because my normal speed
It's
is
25.
25.
Yeah. 15.
Typically, when it's on the border, it goes to the
Yeah.
player.
How close is the one that we're fighting? The one that I'm assuming just cast.
It ran up to you guys. It's about 10 feet
10 feet
from the
away.
three of you. You just backed up 15 feet. You backed up 40.
So 25 for me.
Yep.
Okay. I am. God damn it! I hate this. I'm gonna cast Hex.
Okay.
It makes the most sense for me to do right off the bat.
Yep.
So I will cast Hex.
All right, and then roll your wisdom saving throw to try to get out of slow.
Do you move at all, or just...
No, because I'm going to be attacking it, and eventually.
Right, I'm asking... Sorry, never mind. I was asking if you were moving up.
I'm not gonna. No. I'm gonna stay where I am for now.
Okay.
Yeah. I do.
Sorry, I prompted you in the wrong direction. My
Yeah.
bad.
Wisdom saving throw.
Yep.
15.
All right. Cywick,
21.
Valchar's up.
Cool. I'm going to cast...
Is it cool?
It's chilly.
I'm chilly.
We gotta close the window. He's chilly.
Yeah, no, please.
No.
It is cold. I'm cold.
When it's warm, I don't want to hear it.
I like the warm.
I'm going to cast Fairy Fire on it.
Okay.
It is a dex saving throw of 14.
That's a 10.
Cool. It is now glowing with that purple light.
Advantage
Alright.
on melee attacks.
Getting it lit on any attack,
Advantage
right?
on any attacks.
Any attack roll.
Yes!
There's no attack roll yet.
I said melee attacks.
That's a
so
sneak
what I
attack
got.
for you.
Well, that would mean your thrown attack as well.
I'm just gonna hold person with my prestidigitation, so I'm fine.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah.
And then if it ever has the invisibility ability, it
Oh.
would not.
Sorry, 1 second. It'll fail. Okay. It has advantage.
It would not be able to gain the benefits of being invisible. If that happens.
It has
Anyway.
advantage.
On a saving throw.
I'm going
Oh.
to then also inspire... I think I'm going to inspire Sai. And I'm going to say, it was a good throw. You gotta make it in between some of those plates, though.
Thanks, Dad.
You're the baseball coaching dad.
It's literally, it's the coach or the
Yeah.
I'm doing the manager thing.
Can you yell at the referee, aka the giant?
Yeah.
Oh, you
Up
call that a
distract-
strike?
Huh?
Cutting words.
I don't Of that. I need to be level 3. And that will be my turn.
Okay.
I might. Well,
That's the thing that gives me a D6.
I'll take a couple steps back.
Okay.
Like 10 feet.
That's the thing that gives me a D6.
Yes.
And that can be added to saving throws? Or
I
just
believe so.
saving throws,
It's
attacks?
basically any D20 roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the only thing I think it's against is you can't do damage.
Roll these.
So let me check.
I got plenty of D6 for damage, let's be honest.
All right. So
Are
then
you
we're
still
and
slowed?
his
Do you
turn.
have your save?
I was
He
never
didn't.
slowed.
He never got slowed.
Oh, yeah.
It's ability check, attack roll, saving throw.
Thank you.
Okay, cool. So, now that I have advantage, I'm gonna shoot it twice, and I'm gonna make the first one a sharpshooter.
Okay.
We'll see how that goes, and then I'll decide on the second one. So that is 13 plus 9 is 22 minus 5 is 17. Does that hit?
22. What did you? It was
17 to hit.
It's 17 to hit.
Yeah.
Cool. So then it's my normal damage plus 10. So that is 7 plus 4 is 11, so 21 piercing damage.
Nice.
And then I will do another sharpshooter on this one as well.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that for sure hits. It's a natural 18.
Okay.
And then that is 16 piercing damage for that second one.
Hold on before you roll your damage. I forgot to. These aren't magical attacks, are they?
It's a magical bow.
Oh.
The shots count as magical
Yeah.
according to what you said. Even
Okay.
If you don't
Yeah.
use
Even though you don't use the ability. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
longbow
If
as
it
well.
because the weapon
Right.
is magical.
You were rolling advantage, right?
And what was the damage then in the last
So
one?
it was 21 on the first.
Yeah, I got that one.
And then 16 on the second
16. Okay. Awesome. All right, this thing's turn. It's gonna run up. It's large and it's gonna take one hand and smash down on one on you and one on you.
Right there.
Black will be Valchar.
Mm-hmm.
I'll protect you.
What does he have? A plus?
I've got my shield.
It's a 21 to Valchar and a 13 to Wick.
Misses.
one. Wow.
Honestly, the 13 would have not hit me either. I don't have my spiked armor on.
Oh wow, that's almost min damage. That is very fortunate. 11 points of damage.
That was the exact thing amount that I know I've healed before.
Wick's able to get out of the way a little bit. Sai, you're up.
How far away is it from me now that it's moved up and attacked?
It moved up 15 feet, so
So it's 10 feet away from me
you.
again.
Very far down too.
Oh, you failed? Okay. So the glow fades.
Well, got a couple sharpshooters off it.
I'm going to run up and
An
attack
extra
with my
20
main hand.
damage.
I'm going to slowly jog up. I don't know how... 15 feet isn't that fast. I'm gonna get you. That's how this turn's gonna go. That is a 19.
Yep.
I'm not gonna use the d6. So 2 other people are in combat, so I will take my
Yep.
my stuffs. That is 12, 16, 17, 18, 19, 23 plus 3 is 26 damage.
Okay.
And this is magical as well.
Yep.
And I'll take my 4 additional HP.
Okay.
And then I will roll my stuff to try to get out of slow.
Sure.
Is slow concentration? No. Okay.
I'm going to use my d6 on it. So that's a 13.
No.
Damn
Wick.
I'm going to take my magic short sword,
That's a one-time use only thing, right?
and I'm gonna try and stab.
But I have
Go
to
for it.
roll 'em, so.
Actually, I'm gonna try and slash.
Okay. Do you want a wisdom saving throw?
You've been failing me. 18.
That passes. You feel the slow. Your body starts to speed up a little bit, back to normal.
It's like in Final Fantasy when they're like,
For the animation.
I mean, they didn't go from slow to haste, but okay.
oh yeah, they're like,
Can you
Two.
take this off
And then
me
Haste is like-
too?
Yeah. Valchar.
Damn.
Cool. Ow. So I'm going to then, instead of that, I'm going to do a mirror image.
Okay.
So I now have 3 versions. I think it's 3.
Yeah, it's 3.
We both know.
3 versions of me sitting next
At least I
to
hit the first time.
me.
Twice.
Then I'm also
don't
going
want
to
to attack right now.
once again probably inspire Sai.
Thank you. It's gonna take a couple more, but I'll get it eventually.
I've
say,
done, like,
you could
50
fight this
damage
side.
so far.
You can fight this.
I hit it before. Thank you for the encouragement.
I just felt like it was
My turn.
important
Okay.
for me to reassert my value, which is that I've already done like 50 damage, so you
And
can
that's
fuck
up.
off.
I forgot mirror image. Not
Oh man, that thing
concentration.
is giant, really big.
One, two, three.
Are you you just did mirror image, so I don't even know what square you're in. How do you look on HP? So that I can
I'm
put a
at
healing
full
spirit
health.
on you. Oh yeah, you didn't get hit. All right, no healing spirit for you, Mister. I have a million of me. I was gonna cast that on you this turn as my bonus action, but now I don't know which one is you.
That's fair.
You see one of them pass a little gas.
All right. Well, I'll just shoot at it then. I don't
Sure.
have advantage anymore, which is sad. But so no more sharpshooter. Oof, 12 again.
Nope.
Second one, 18.
Yep.
And that is 6 piercing damage on that one.
Okay. Chink. Just like it knocks off a few more pebbles.
Only hit one of 2.
It's okay. This is a slightly DM question.
Mm.
I could see the no on it, but when it's
Yes.
the duplicates move with you and mimic your actions, shifting position, so it's impossible to track. So I'd be probably passing over that same space. That if you did do the ward or the
Healing spirit.
Healing
Yeah.
spirit.
if that would have actually counted for it, or if it would have possibly been on one of the duplicates.
Yeah, I guess that's a good question.
Because it's
Like-
listed as attacks, I would assume any sort of support spells also kind of fall within that same logic.
I'd say you would know most likely you probably could get it on Valchar.
Okay.
Like, I mean, 4 people's shoulder to shoulder fitting in 5 feet is not really. But say you get like 3 of them or something, you know.
Okay.
It would be like, yeah, you're probably going to get on Valchar. If you
Okay, well then I will cast Healing Spirit on that if I, like, since I've fought with him before, like, he does this most battles, so.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you can use
So
it.
that's a d6 at the beginning of your turn.
That spell is so nice.
It is.
Such a good spell.
All right. This thing is going to. We'll see. what we
How's
do.
it looking at this point?
You chipped off some of it at it. That's about all you can tell. It doesn't have emotions.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
All right. It's going to attack each one of you again. Just bring down its fists. Wow, it does not like hitting Wick today.
I think you get a d6 initially, too.
It's a 14,
Misses.
but a 21 at Valchar.
It says on a turn. So I think you get 1d6 initially. Because it's a second level spell. Otherwise I could lose concentration on it. And you could not get it at all.
I'm sorry, I need to remember how I end up checking to see if it targets me or if it targets one of the duplicates.
I think you do a roll, right?
Roll a d20 to determine whether but I'm trying to figure out what the
On a certain below, I think it's like 18. You can redirect it, and it goes down with each clone. Used it once.
Yeah, okay, I see it. You must roll a 6 or higher based on, I think it's just a d20 roll.
Well, you can choose to redirect it.
No,
right?
I have to. It is a little bit random.
It's hitting one thing. Is that Valchar? Probably not.
Okay.
And so.
And it does not hit me. It hits one of the
Okay.
duplicates. And yeah, it's gone.
Okay. Sai.
I think you get a d6 initially, though. I mean, it's not much, but.
Right.
And you said you gave me another d6 bonus, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna keep that in mind. I'm just gonna keep on tacking.
Okay.
Once. That's a hold on. Let me think about this. So that's a 11, and I know that a 17 hit. I'm not gonna use it, so that's only an 11.
That'll miss.
And then I'll use the d20 to try to cure my slowness.
Okay.
That is a 7. So that's not going to be able to make it either.
Okay.
Cool.
Wick.
Another productive turn by side.
But you still have it.
I do still have it.
Okay. Well, I am no longer slowed, but I don't really need to run up to it. It's in my face, pretty much.
Yeah.
I'm
And
going
it is hexed.
to stab it with my. I'm going to slash at it with my short sword.
Go for it.
20. Oh Jesus. 26 to hit.
Yep.
That's a d6. A d6 for hex. Yeah, hex is a d6. So that is 6 piercing, 3 necrotic, and since I'm not slowed, I can attack again.
Okay.
18 to hit.
Yep.
8 piercing, 2 necrotic.
All right. Anything else?
I am going to use one of my superiority die to do rally. To Velchar. Good job helping us, Velchar!
As I'm sitting there just using my...
Yeah,
Just
3
like, yep.
HP.
I'm doing a lot to help everyone. No one can hit me, right?
Just so you know, no big deal. Fine, moving on. This says that slow takes... Wait, how's that phrased? Spell doesn't affect the creature's next... Does not take effect until the creature's next turn. Okay, yeah, never mind. Sorry, I read that very strangely for some reason. I don't know why.
And
Look at you being right.
it's at the beginning or the end of my turn?
Plus,
Yeah.
it might actually be different in this.
That's very true, yeah. It's not, but it could be.
Oh, I didn't even have a...
Roll wisdom saving throw, or if your name is Sai, you auto fail. That's so weird. It says on the book.
It really says that?
Golly.
It's very specific.
Oddly specific, yeah.
Man, it's super weird.
Chris Perkins really has a thing against people with the name Sai.
So I'm going to
Roll.
now cast...
Roll to see who this creature attacks. If there was a creature named Wick, it automatically attacks Wick.
I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon as
Okay.
my bonus action. And I'm going to
Hit
King...
Go
hit
for
Sai
it.
with it. Wake up! Hit him hard.
Stop being slowed.
Stop it.
16 to hit.
That'll miss.
Cool. And then as my action, I'm going to invoke Duplicity as well. So we're back to 3 of me, 4 of me, including myself.
We get 3 and then 4. Okay. Yep.
Invoke Duplicity creates one additional.
It creates
of you,
one
right?
additional version of me. It's an illusion, but it does not affect the mirror image functionality. So I'm still lost one of those, but I can cast spells through the duplicate.
Yeah, the
Gotcha.
duplicates, they
That's
serve
pretty
slightly
funny.
different functions.
All right.
Yeah.
Then Enna.
Alright.
That means I get to fail my attack and thing next.
I'm gonna shoot at it.
Go for it.
That is an 18 to hit.
Yep.
You would.
And that is 6 piercing damage.
Okay.
And then the second one, that's an 11.
Nope. All right. This thing's turn. It'll take its and just smash on you two. One on each. Oh wow! It's probably
Attack
nice.
Wick and one other.
It's a 17 at you
That hits.
and an 16 at
Misses.
Wick.
I'll use a bonus action to.
That's near the other end of the spectrum.
That's not good to hear.
26 points of damage.
That's Plus 6 on
Just
the
this
Kinsey scale.
huge weight just smashes down, almost cripples you to the ground. But you're able to hold your.
Thank goodness I was at full health plus 4.
You're up, Si.
I really like having this shield.
Yeah.
Upgraded armor and
Can you,
shield.
can you give it to me?
Are you proficient with shields?
It could be. You don't know.
That would take
Don't
away
judge
one
me.
of your bonus. That would take away one of your attacks.
I just don't want to die, okay? I don't want to have to pay him back for his diamonds. Just
Is
let
that
me
the
die and let
rule?
me keep my money. I'm gonna normal attack. So that's I rolled a 2, so
bad.
that's a fail. And then I'm going to, because that's in the end of my turn, I'm gonna roll my other thing. That is a 8. So I'm not gonna use my d6 because 13 fails. So I'm not sure if 14 passes.
All right, Wick's up.
I'm
Welcome to side with 1 attack. This is his life now.
I'm
So
gonna
he can't roll with 1 attack.
I'm gonna keep
Fine, he's
slashing
got a
with my
couple
short
weird
sword.
20s.
Go for it.
Garbage. Over there.
16?
No.
No.
I always say
Right,
more of
that
my health
barely.
than I do my main thing.
Barely misses. Second attack.
I need to get a magical on.
It's got a
Oh no,
17
sorry, not
AC.
16. I rolled a 12. My bonus
that
is
means I
not
can roll
plus
on a
4,
weapon.
it's
That's
plus
like
8.
1 above like.
So sorry, that would have been a
20.
20.
It's not that hard still.
Yeah.
I just don't want to roll the d6 if I need to get a
7
6 to do it. Right?
slashing damage, piercing damage, with magic short sword and 2 necrotic, and then I rolled
How much? It was.
total of 9.
Okay, you're saying a lot of things. I was like,
And then
I can only think of half of one thing at a time.
23. No, sorry, 24 to hit.
okay, yep.
God damn it. 7 piercing, 1 necrotic.
That's
Okay.
it, I'm getting luck next level.
All right, Valchar.
The weird die
More than
rolls.
it.
I'm getting slowly better heals.
And you're getting attacked slightly less.
That's 2 rounds.
How many rounds does it last?
10.
So that's healed. As
You're
my
on
bonus
4,
action,
slow.
I'm going to attack with the
How
spiritual
many rounds is
weapon.
that?
Okay.
Probably 10.
10, yes, it's a minute.
That's not going to hit.
All right.
It's lower
6
than it
more
was
rounds
before.
that I can do stuff.
And as my bonus action, I'm going to move,
I think it is your bonus action to move an
Right.
attack.
You can't prove that.
as an action then. I will cast Sacred Flame.
Okay.
So you're flying the shit out of him,
10.
That's going to hit. 2d8 damage. 10 damage.
All right. It's just the radiant fire hits and scatters on it. I think that's Anna then.
Alright. Alright, 2 more shots. Oh yeah, that's a 28. To hit. And that's 8 piercing for the first one.
Okay.
And then a natural 1. I rolled a 19 and a natural 1. Charming.
Okay. Yeah. Just miss. I mean, you
Keep
can't.
concentration.
You can't really break that bow very easily. All right, its turn. Mr. Sai, both attacks coming on you. 23 and a 24.
Those hit.
I might have to move the healing spirit onto you next.
Don't bother. I'm not doing shit anyways.
It's true.
Pretty.
Well, if you go down, I think that ends slow.
14.
True.
14 total between the two of them?
No, for the first one.
Well, I don't have... I can't do my thing, so you can just roll both of them.
Yeah, I was just telling you the first one.
Oh, okay. More than 14?
23
For the second one?
for the second one.
I'm down.
So. Okay, Sai goes down. Death saving throw.
Oh, that was quick.
It's his turn next.
7, so fail.
Oh!
Alright, Wick is up. You see Sai just
got
get crumpled to the ground.
Right before I get crumpled, though,
But,
I
like,
look
I
up
can
and
do
just
it
go
without
like,
a different spell slot.
kill me.
I can do it as a bonus action. Like, it's fine.
Literally just letting the dice roll how this thing attacks.
Oh, no, definitely. I'm letting my dice roll to see how I attack, and turns out, shitty is the answer. I rolled a 2 once. That was pretty sweet.
Does Enna call out that she's got Psy?
Yeah. I think she would. She would just like, I got him!
In which case, I am going to keep slashing at this thing.
You can decide whether you listen to that or not.
Miss.
Okay.
19.
Yep.
That's better. 9 piercing and 5 necrotic.
Does that end slow? Me going down?
Yeah.
I don't know how that works. It's never happened to me before. We can look it up later if you want. Not big deal.
That's what's never happened to me before.
How's
I don't think it would. I think you can still make saving throws on it, though.
I would have done that last
Yeah,
time.
do it.
Wisdom saving throw while unconscious.
This is the one he passes while unconscious.
I don't have my D6 anymore, do I? I do, don't I?
I think so.
You haven't
I don't
used the
think I
second
used
one,
it.
no.
I'm going to use it. I think that passes, but I'm going to use it.
Oh, that's
That's
real cocked.
Extra cocked. That's a 20.
It passes.
Sweet.
You-
So now I'm dead, but I'm quickly dead.
Wait, no, we want the slow.
The blood starts pumping out of you faster. You are no longer embalmed.
Sai, do you have any last words? I feel fast.
How's it looking?
It looking like you guys
Chippy?
have chipped a whole bunch off of it.
It's got a chip on his shoulder?
Oh boy.
Actually, it's like 4 chips on his shoulder.
Hmm.
I had it
We on,
twice per
we on the same page.
I had it twice per short rest when that happened. I'm gonna action surge. I didn't realize I had that twice now.
You get 2?
Per not per turn, but per short rest.
Okay, go for it.
I'm action
That's awesome.
surging.
Does that go up at level 6 or something?
I don't know.
Well, Wick's not.
That one.
That's so exciting.
You used your extra action surge to
Just miss.
stab Valtra.
Yeah, I know. Literally doing this.
Super more on brand.
22.
Yep.
Yes. 11 piercing, 2 necrotic.
'Kay.
13 total. Oh, no, I do only have it once. Oh, well.
Right.
Sorry, it had it weirdly positioned on my screen. I was
All
like,
right.
wait, I have it twice?
So that's your
Valtra.
one action surge. You haven't used it yet.
No, I just used it.
Look at you doing damage. Must be fucking nice.
I believe
I'm not better. You're better.
I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt at 3rd level.
Okay, go for it.
Dang. That's what, 8d6?
6.
Who cares what unconscious side?
I
It
don't.
does, but
I
it's
s-
so
I
tricky.
said I had it.
Oh, that was on a 7 and then rolled a 17. 23.
That happens to
Yep.
me all the
I
time.
also got that because it's still on me.
Yeah, you get that. You get a last bump.
So yeah, the Guiding Bolt 6d6. Those are some good numbers.
It's just so nice rolling that many dice.
I know, isn't it? 15, 19 damage.
Nice.
And the next attack on it is, or has advantage.
I don't think it needs one. How do you want to do it?
I think he's gonna probably be slightly panicky, just going like, okay, you got this, and then just cast Guiding Bolt at the enemy, hopefully with a little more oomph.
So you go to cast your bolt, and you're kind of like looking around. You just shoot it, and you watch as your bolt just goes right through it. It just has like a big circle right where your bolt went through, and it just like is getting ready to attack, and then just kind of crumbles to pieces.
I'm imagining right before you launch it, you say, "I love Sai. He's the best. He's so cool."
The pieces
Kamehameha?
crumble.
I'm sorry, that's that.
The pieces crumble on side,
Wake
so
up,
we need
Sai.
4 death saving throws. I'm just kidding.
You know what?
What about the
I'm just
other-
gonna reroll. I'm just
what
gonna
about
reroll.
the
I'm not gonna
other
reroll.
giant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
how's my innkeep doing over there?
So looking, you've seen a couple just smashes of lightning, and then you saw turn into like a very large bear that like none of you have seen a bear this big just like clawing at it, and it's just like lopped its head off at this point when you're looking around.
I'm gonna move Healing Spirit over to this guy, and leave it on there for like 5 rounds, equivalent, right? So 5d6 for you.
Is that how that works out of combat?
How
do you want that to work?
Yeah, that's fine.
You okay with that?
It was that going to be really your way you handled that?
Yeah.
Because he could have just died. Because Sai's turn is after, and he doesn't get healed till his turn.
No, he gets an initial.
You get it on 8, like the first time they enter it on.
You
8
automatically
turn.
get.
You
a
get
D6
1d6, which would have
when it's cast.
And it's also the beginning of the turn, so I guess I don't know. To
It
me,
would be the beginning.
if I remember correctly, death save is your turn.
Yeah.
At the beginning of your turn, you would have gotten healed.
Yeah.
We can look that up. It didn't happen, so we can look it up, right?
Well, right, but I'm saying the goal was to perform. He could have smash, Sai's dead, type of thing.
Oh.
Yes,
That's what I was like. Okay, no one's gonna heal. But yeah,
No,
made it
we're
through.
We're all good.
So 5 you said?
5.
There's
Yeah.
4. That's 12 plus 8, so 20.
And
2.
Then you can have the other 2 then. So 2 more. Because 3 rounds. We used 3 rounds, but.
That's 4 more.
All right.
I'm gonna go search the body. I'm gonna be like, oh man, I feel a lot better now. Ooh.
You're digging through a pile of rubble and rock.
like precious stones, rock.
Duplicate.
Like
Should we go talk to your
stone,
innkeep?
generic stone.
That's what I was planning on doing.
Yeah. We're
Well,
gonna go
is she
talk
still
to
a
the
bear?
innkeep.
Are you still a bear?
Well, there's your answer.
Hi, I didn't catch your name.
So what's going on here?
Valjar?
That's a nice name.
I'm gonna attempt. Oh, I don't want to burn a spell on this.
Can you,
Is there any downside to just waiting?
how long does this take? Can you scratch it in the ground?
Oh, sorry. I sometimes forget.
Seems like it would be fun though.
So what?
Oh, yeah.
What's
You
going
making
on?
awesome pot makes a lot more sense now.
She's a druid.
Yeah.
Got that.
What's going on?
Where'd they come from?
I don't know, like just the war and stuff, and if something happens in the town, I try to help out.
Okay, where are the guards?
Oh, they're probably just out fighting.
No,
You're so casual about this.
Was that a question or?
No, it was a statement.
Oh, okay.
This is a normal.
I'm gonna go back to the inn.
Oh,
thank you
Thank
very
you.
much for your help.
No, thank you guys. You did a fine job.
Fine is an overstatement for me.
what are they? Do you know? Have you seen them before?
Oh, haven't seen these before. No.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
This is a normal occurrence.
Oh, I mean, it happens every once in a while. More and more common these days.
Are they coming from somewhere in particular,
Yeah, well,
or someone, or something?
they're fighting the war. I mean, they seem to come from the north.
I'd like to ask you some questions. Would you like me to walk you back to the inn and we can and I can ask you my questions that I have there, or
What?
I would like to ask you some questions. We came from quite a ways away, and I have a couple questions about kind of what's going on right now and stuff like that.
We're
But
new
obviously you have an
here.
inn to run, so would you like me to come back to the inn with you and we can ask the questions there, or do you have time now?
Okay. Sure.
So
Can we at least get your name really quick?
Oh, yeah. My name's Keyleth.
Yep.
What? She redheaded too?
Mm-hmm.
Antlers.
Yep.
Wait, is she half elf or elf?
and she owns
Half elf.
the Leth key.
Yep.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
my god.
We have shout outs in this.
Well, Keyleth, obviously, thank you.
Hopefully I'm playing it alright. I'm trying to be kooky. And
I don't even need to write that down.
We
If only you were Marisha Ray. Sorry.
say that every night I go to bed.
Why are not Marisha Ray?
You look in the mirror and go, God, I wish I was Marisha Ray.
Why, God?
I would be banging Matt Mercer.
Oh, that's not where I went with that.
That got real. Oh. Yes, you did say that.
Now we
out
know
loud.
how Blurry feels about Matt. The hair is glorious. Like.
Look at how red he got all this.
It's warm in here.
Yeah. It's warm for Matt Mercer in here, is what's going on.
No, it's hot for Matt.
I was
Mercer
saying
here.
it's hot for Matt Mercer in here.
I mean, even I appreciate his hair.
I'm imagining the
so.
song "Hot for Teacher" right now.
And who?
So we came from a long ways away. We're supposed to try to find the people who are ruling the elf lands, and I know that not a lot of people know that, but I was wondering if you can kind of point us in the right direction. We're supposed to find allies for a world ruining, potentially world destroying event. So
Yeah, I've seen a few of those in my day.
yeah.
I
That's disturbing.
won't be the one to really help you. People get mad at me when I just tell things.
Do you know who could help us? Could you point us in the right direction at least? We just want to make sure we're doing everything that we can for the world while we're here, and as you know, elves.
No, but keep doing what you're doing.
Really quick, backtracking. What do you mean people get mad when you say things?
Oh, well, I mean,
Who
I
gets
just
mad?
like to say what's on my mind, and I don't know, people just don't like that.
Boy, do I know that feeling.
What do you mean by keep doing what you're doing? Do you know what we're doing?
Oh, just helping out when you need it. You guys were able to take care of that. That was pretty good.
You took one down by yourself.
Oh, that was simple.
Have you ever heard of a person named Azanar? Have you ever heard of that person coming through town, or
No.
no? Nobody?
Posit?
Posit would work, but that's not who I was going for.
Ever heard of the name Posit, a gnome?
Oh, no. We have a few gnomes. I think there's one staying at the inn.
Me.
Oh, have you talked to her?
I have,
His
unfortunately.
Keyleth impression is pretty good.
She could help you. If you're looking for gnomes.
We're looking for a specific gnome, unfortunately.
That's huge.
Well, I guess if you can't point us in the right direction to help save the world, then I guess we have no other questions.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
She wanders back to out of sight.
Into the woods?
Into the woods, into the woods.
There's a distinct part of me that wants to hit on Keyleth. But I will.
If
move
Wick
on.
was anybody but Wick.
Moving
Any
on.
chance
There's
Yeah,
a distinct part of me
half-elves.
that doesn't know who's Keyleth.
Possibly
Oh, wow.
one with black
Character
hair
from
and,
Critical
you
Role.
know,
Campaign one.
I
feathers in
gathered
the
that.
hair and no.
Typically when everybody knows something and
I don't
it's
care
about
which
Critical
one,
Role.
I'm looking here.
With this group. Well, should we head into the woods?
I mean, this is probably the best chance we're gonna get in with the three of us. Not
as
getting,
much as-
yeah.
As much as I would like to take a nap right now, I'm not really sure.
How bad are the two of you? You both were the ones getting. What? I don't think I got hit once.
I'm close to bloodied.
According to D&D Beyond, I'm in the green.
What's my health at according to D&D Beyond?
Probably full because you haven't updated it at all.
Am I supposed to be updating it while we go?
Yeah.
Yes.
Nobody got time for that.
All
we
of
want
us
to
have
do.
for that.
Yeah, but you guys got nothing going on.
Ooh.
Says the person
Says
who
the
did
dude
how
who
much
can only
damage?
Says the dude who can only
I
do
hit
one attack and no
I
reaction.
hit once and did 23 damage.
Anyways.
I did like 80.
Guys, we should go in before we can't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's go.
we should do that.
Okay. You guys are gonna just head into the forest?
Sai, lead the way. No, I have the shield. I should go first.
Should we scope it out? Climb up on the rope?
I haven't taken paths around here. I don't think I know the way as much as you think I do.
It's less about knowing the way and more that of the four of us, you're the one who's going to encounter the least resistance. Unless there's
I'm
something
going to encounter
you're
the
not
most resistance
telling
if
us.
I'm carrying 3 non-elves through Elfland.
Fine, I'll go first.
I put my shield up and start walking.
I'm like, well, I just disguise myself as Enna, but more elfy. This isn't rocket science, you guys.
I cast Disguise Self as a tiny elf child carrying a shield and a magic short sword.
I can only get so tall!
I think I can only go like a foot taller, so I'm only like 4 foot something.
I will cast Disguise Self and just disguise myself as probably just a random elf that I saw passing through the town.
Okay.
I'm going to put my head up.
I want to look like oh no, never mind.
I'm going to put my head up and kind of be like holding my arm a little bit. Like, obviously not in the best of shape.
Okay. As you guys are starting to head off, you'll from like where the taverns and stuff were. Figure will appear. I wouldn't go in there.
Do we recognize this
Who's
figure?
Yeah, he's white hair. The same person that was talking to Sai earlier.
Why not? Who are you?
Hello again.
My name's Drith. I wouldn't go in there uninvited.
We just kind of saved people. And what if there's more?
Do you have
Sure, there are a lot more.
Do you have a better way for us to get in, by chance?
Told you we would be in contact. And then I get word that you guys are fighting, which is fine, but I just want to come see myself, and walking into the forest would not be a great idea. You could, but not your friends.
But we look like elves.
Wow. Are you elves?
Is the forest gonna know?
It's who's in the forest will probably know.
Okay, well, you can't blame us for taking what looked like a pretty decent opportunity.
I'm not going to stop you.
What would you do?
Wait for the contact, like I said.
How should we know what the contact looks like?
Oh, God.
We were given no information when coming here, so we don't know if they're 9 feet tall or 2 feet tall.
He's out fighting, and when he comes back, he will come meet you.
What if he dies?
Then he
That's
won't
sort
come
of
meet you.
mean.
Well, I'm just saying.
Meet us back at the end.
I'm sure they can scrounge up another person to come
Sure,
talk to us.
wherever you guys want to be.
Alright, I'll be at the end. I'm gonna start walking back.
He lets out a deep sigh and just turns and heads out.
Really?
Really what?
We're just gonna listen?
You have a better idea?
Waves to the forest.
Look, I mean,
if this guy says the contact is gonna come talk to us, I'd rather wait for the contact than not. That's my preference.
Okay.
I'm as loath to follow his orders as anybody else, but this is the... Organizations usually kind of work like this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also worried about if we spend any reasonable amount of time in the woods, we have to keep casting.
Yeah, I only have it a few more times.
So, and in the unfortunate event, if we run into another battle, I kind of want to keep some of those.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I guess we go back.
I'm gonna head back to the wispy vine.
It's probably too late to do an insight check. That's fine. Yeah.
That's where I'm heading.
Okay.
Alright, sounds good.
I let the disguise self drop.
What's everybody doing then?
I'm heading back to the Whiskey Vine, and
Do we still want to go see the play tonight?
I don't know if there's gonna be a play tonight.
you three could go. I could wait for the contact.
You think they're going to come in the middle of the night?
I mean, the theater is
I have
right
no
next
idea.
to where you guys
And
are.
also, they seem to have no trouble finding us.
I'd rather wait where I told that person I was going to wait.
Fine.
Is that
Be
unreasonable?
boring. It's fine.
Mhm.
It's not good to always. It's good to have fun.
What do you think I do every night at the bar?
It's good to have fun with friends.
Destroy your liver, mostly.
Like you want to talk.
I do other things. Sometimes I destroy my lungs.
Let's I'll head back to the inn. Why don't you guys come let me know before you leave for the play if this contact has contacted me already, then I'll come with.
I mean, it's not like we have anything else to do until the play, anyways.
I am going to take a nap.
Okay.
I'm assuming they'll know which room I'm in.
Sounds good.
That's concerning, but
I'm
You're
doing pretty
welcome
okay.
to my room if you want to take a rest, too.
we just sit around. I should be fine.
Okay, so what's everybody doing?
Guess we're sitting in the Wispy Vine.
And you're taking a nap?
I'm going to take a nap.
Does this count as a short rest?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, for a short rest for sure. All right, cool. So this was pretty early in the day. You guys go and kill some time. Around like 2 or 3 in the afternoon, gets to be a bit more busy. Like a kind of a nice influx of mostly, from what you see, mostly elves and just kind of relaxing and stuff. If any of you guys wander outside, you see that the guards have come back, and that the city is again has its standard amount of guards.
Yeah. I would at some point, because we're here for several hours.
Yeah.
Once I start hearing people come back, I'd like to go see, like, if there's guards back at the gate.
Yep. So once the influx of people, you kind of get that idea. You go out, you see that they've had a few of the guards return at this point.
I'd like to go up to one of the guards.
Okay. He looks exhausted and tired.
Hi.
Hi.
What? We saw some of what was going on. There were things coming out of the forest, and we fought one with. Her name was Keyleth.
Oh. Okay.
Is this a common occurrence?
It happens. Just we try to keep the town as safe as possible.
Where were they attacking from?
I'm not at liberty to disclose that information.
Why were they attacking?
I can't say.
We're trying to help.
It's not up to me.
And I will go back and join my friends at the bar.
Okay.
I'm going to have a very similar conversation with the barkeep.
Okay.
So, unless I glean different information, then...
Basically, most people here are going to know not to say anything about that. If you ask about things about this town, they'll tell you
Yeah.
what they know. If you ask anything that would happen in the Elven lands, people here, unless they're travelers, would very well know not to do it.
I guess I'll just ask, like what the war is, like who is fighting in this war. They won't even tell me that. Okay.
They won't even tell you that a war is going on. This guy, like most of them, will give very, very little. Like, Keyleth gave information because Keyleth is Keyleth. Like, I think her character would do stuff like that, like make an offhanded comment, not thinking it's a big deal.
Yeah. So yeah, presumably I can't really get any more, so
Yeah.
we don't have to go through that.
A couple more hours in.
After a couple hours, I'd probably come out and join the rest
Yeah.
of them.
I would assume so.
You
So
know, this town is friendly enough, but the lack of information is not good. It's gonna cause some serious problems for them if they won't even. I mean, we actually helped them, and they don't want to even tell us that a war is going on. Like, we saw it happening.
It also prevents other problems.
What other problems?
A lot of bad things have been done in the name of trying to help.
I mean, the elves haven't had from my knowledge, the elves don't have a lot of, like, full-on invasions or anything like that. They pretty much keep to themselves because who wants to take over an entire country that's made of tree houses? I mean, there's not a whole lot of
Somebody who
not a
wants
whole
to
lot of
take
wealth
over the
to be
world.
gained. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of wealth to be gained here. So, I mean, my assumption would be that they'd be one of the last ones to be hit.
So does all of these attacks mean that they're the last ones standing?
Or the next one in a line. I mean, keep in mind, if we're seeing all this, that, like, they probably have not gotten too deep into the woods yet.
They came out of the woods.
Yeah, but we don't know where they entered the woods or if they came from the woods itself.
And they won't tell us.
I mean, we don't necessarily have a right to all the information in the world.
Remember how we tried to help Lostrin? It doesn't always work out the way we want it to.
There are reasons to keep secrets, always. Even if it's stubbornly done.
It doesn't mean they're right, but I can understand. Even if they're jerks.
I mean, we all keep secrets from each other, so... I mean, some little, some big, but, I mean, we all keep them. And we've known each other for a long time. Sometimes it's just pure self-interest.
the door opens up. You four, come with me. It's Drith.
I get up, start walking.
I finish whatever drink I've got. Probably non-alcoholic.
I'll follow. Alright.
Alright, well,
It's no
taking you can
duels.
present the case that you want. He leads you guys into the embassy area. Into the actual embassy, then there's an empty office in the room. And he says, just wait here, he'll be in a minute.
Thank you.
And he doesn't leave, but he goes and sits in kind of the back of the room. A few minutes go by, nothing that long. The door opens up and a giant size of an elf walks in the door. Just gonna read his description for a better. He has like a huge deep cut on his mouth. And he just towers over people. He is like 7-8 feet tall. Huge muscles. Very elvish features, but not really. Short black hair, pulled over to one side. And he has deep, like, piercing yellow eyes. Like, they look half feral, half human.
Skin color?
Like a brownish black.
Okay.
And it's tough. It looks like it's just like
Bark almost.
somewhat, a little bit like that. He walks in the room, kind of just goes over Riff is on, so he kind of goes to the side of the desk and just like leans up against the wall. Doesn't actually say anything.
Have I seen this person before? Do I recognize them from any
No.
descriptions?
Then okay. Then Riff enters the room as well. Well, you better not try and kill me.
I'm not
What?
going to.
He goes and sits by sits by Drith. And then another couple minutes go by, and the door opens, and everybody kind of stands up and like gives their bows their head a little bit.
I'll do the same thing.
Okay. The towering guy just nods his head a little. And then Riff goes, "Hald Mathor Stromsong." And then he just nods his head, walks around. He has very narrow cheekbones, long black hair, pulled all the way down his back into a nice, think Dothraki type of hairstyle.
It's Jason Momoa.
He has piercing blue eyes that it doesn't really seem quite natural. Okay, yeah, I guess that's... And then, so he has a, not quite a bluish complexion, but, there's, a touch of blue in his skin. And he walks over. Synthella, what can I help you with? What do you come here for?
We came here from Duskhaven, and we came to Duskhaven from the dwarves.
In Dunhildar.
So you're here on behalf of the dwarves?
Yes and no. We come here on behalf of a man named Azanar.
I do not know him.
He told us to come here next. We helped the dwarves out with their little situation. I don't mean to insult you, but I don't know how much you know about the dwarven situation and everything that happened.
We know some.
Okay. So they were attacked by a few dragons, and we were able to hold the gate against one of them and able to help defeat the other one temporarily. We're not able to kill it. There was a straight up insurrection that happened from one of the guilds in Dunhildar, and we are trying to gain allies in a fight that is coming, a very large fight, and
I have been made aware, you're well aware, we are already in a fight of our own.
yes,
We're in no position to help.
I understand. I don't. As you probably know, none of us know who the true leaders of the elves are. We were hoping that we could do something similar to what we did with the dwarves, where maybe we could help you with your little problem and you could help us with the world's problem.
And
When the time comes.
what kind of help can you provide?
Well, we have a very diverse set of skills here. Honestly, we can help with whatever you need help with to an extent. Three of us are really good at getting in places that we shouldn't be in.
Drith from the back chimes in. They were able to take down one of those stone golems that made it through to the city. If that helps. So you're good at getting places.
Good at getting places, good at taking care of people and problems, and
Good in a fight.
a fight is probably our best use of skills.
As a team.
Definitely. And yeah, we our main goal is to help you so that you have less problems, and that when the time comes, I'm sure you know of the problem with Asmodeus. When the time comes to fight Asmodeus, we're hoping that we could call on you if we help you with the problems that you have. We want to be absolutely 100% honest with you and let you know that the problem with Asmodeus is not going to get easier. It's going to get harder. And if we learned anything from Dunhildar, nobody can take on the problems to come alone. Not saying you have to give up any secrets or anything like that, but we'd hope that you would help the entire world, including the dwarves and possibly the dragonborn, and we're hoping to help you with that so that you will help us with something later. Quid pro quo. Quid pro quo. That's terrible.
Well, if I were to ever agree to any of this, you would well know, and the others may not, you would need to be sworn to secrecy, and never to reveal anything you learn within the forest to anyone. And this is punishable by death.
Would you like us to swear that promise now?
If that is what needs to be done, and I can provide the magical means for this.
You have my word.
And this is purely optional. If you do not want to take it, that is fine. You are already well aware.
The only thing that we have to do is swear secrecy. I'm in.
Okay. I'm in.
I don't believe it's right, but if it's what it takes to save the world, I'll swear to secrecy.
Okay. He just motions and a sheet of paper flies into his hand. And you hear him chant some incantations, and it starts populating on the scroll. About a minute goes by. He finishes. Well, and he hands it to you, and the scroll and the pen. If you believe so, this has a magical binding contract that means you cannot reveal information. And if not, you may die. And at the very least, we will know.
What do I need to do?
Sign.
Sign the name that everybody knows, or my real name?
Sign.
I'll sign it.
Okay. And you feel kind of like a wave flow over your body.
One question. We have other allies, obviously. There will need to be some level of cooperation between them. I have no interest in divulging secrets, but I just want that on the level that there will be some information passing between people working together.
Not of the Elven lands.
I'm
This-
fine with not talking about. I don't even know what it is, geography or who rules what. I don't care about that. But something like,
Battle
what resources are
plans.
available, that sort of thing. That would be information that might need to be an exception.
In the time of the discussion, I will be in contact with you. We can figure that out.
Okay.
What can be revealed.
Okay. Then, on that understanding, yeah.
Okay. You feel the same wave go over you.
As you pass it to Wick, I'm gonna ask. We don't even know your name.
My name.
What should we call you?
Riff goes, oh, that's Howled Mathor Storm Song. It's Deltarian Storm Song.
Can you spell that for Ryan?
Right?
Hal, H-A-L.
Hald space Maethor.
Maethor Storm.
Since you speak, whoever speaks Elvish here
Yep.
would know that it's basically a title. That is the Exalted Warrior. Exalted Warrior.
HALD.
Del and then you go. Well, for the common tongue, maybe translate to Lord Commander. And it's Deltarian, DELTARIAN,
DAL.
TARIAN, Storm Song.
So Hald, Maethor, Storm Song, and
Daltarian.
Mm-hmm.
Storm Song.
Oh, okay,
M-A-E,
got it, okay.
Thor. Not of lightning
Yes, I am aware.
and thunder. He's gained some weight.
I haven't seen him get.
So-
it is officially after the spoiler ban. You can talk about it
I don't
technically.
I don't want to.
So
Yeah,
we'll
that's
say for dramatic purposes, because it looks like you're still thinking, just gets handed to Valchar next.
And just so we're clear, no secrets, no information about Elven lands. Can we say that when the time comes, we have the elves on our side?
Obviously, if they get. It depends on how we help them.
Very true. I just want to make sure that
That would be acceptable at the time that you have proven yourselves, and we are willing and able to help.
I sign.
It's handed to Wick. You feel a and you know that means no
Secrets.
sketches, no drawing in your little book. It's very anti-Wick.
No documenting this.
Correct.
Okay, Wick has to ask that in character. 'Cause
Okay.
She wouldn't, not knowing that information, but that's.
So I'm recording our story not necessarily for anyone to read, just so that I collect information. It's who I am. I write everything down. I learn everything I can.
Well, that can't be from here. Feel free to make up whatever your imagination is for this section, or just don't include it.
It's leaving out a part of a story. An important part.
That is our kind, and that is our wish, and we do what we can to enforce it. If we are not asking for your help or to come into the lands, we are handling our own problems. If you wish to help, this is our condition.
Can I have a night to think about it? We wanted to see a play that's happening in town anyways. Can I think about it for tonight?
Well, you can take your time if you wish. Depends on how important this is to you. You came here searching for answers.
Answers that you're not going to let me have.
We can have them. We just can't share them.
I wasn't gonna share it. It's my own personal journal.
What if it gets stolen?
Well, there's information in the world anyways.
Let's talk about this over dinner. Give us some time. We'll discuss.
Well, he'll go and take the document from you, and I'll keep this here.
What name did Sai put on there?
Did you look before you?
Yeah,
before
she was holding it.
I put my real name, Harridan Elar.
Okay. I will get that spelling from you later.
I just need one night to think about it.
Okay. He stands up. Centelia. And leaves. And you guys notice that his eyes have actually changed from a blue to more of a like a white. They seem, and they kind of gradually changed.
I'd like to talk to Drith before we leave, if possible. And I also want to know, so there's Hald Mathor Stormsong. Is Daltarian the translation of Hald Mathor, or
No,
It's
no.
his first name.
Hald
That's
Mathor
Drift?
is exalted warrior, or like what Riff said, it was Lord Commander.
Okay, so his name is Daltarian. Hald Mathor is his title.
Yes.
Title. Yeah.
And you see the large elf, I guess, for lack of a better word, just growls and walks after. Well, that was fun. And then Riff leaves.
Drith.
Mm-hmm.
Can I chat with you? Do you mind?
Sure.
So, the sign that was on that building that I was in,
Mm-hmm.
did you put that there? Did your group put that there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just to attract individuals.
I'll chat with him a while longer, and then in Thieves' Cant, I'll ask him, are you all thieves?
He'll respond in common tongue. No.
You just know the language?
We all have our skills.
Thank you.
Well, I'm responsible as long as you guys are in here, so let's go.
Riff. Now that we're...
Drith?
Oh, sorry, Drith. Yeah. Drith, now that we're able to get information other than Wick at the moment,
Wick, you're
I have...
Wick will, if required, Wick will walk out of the room. If she is told to, she will.
family connections here. And I might be interested in knowing where or who they are.
Something I may be able to help with.
I still have the last name. Leaden.
Why don't you toss me some gold? I'll go look around.
How much do you want?
Give me 100 gold for now, and I'll see what I can find.
Can someone spot me?
Yeah, I got
50?
you.
Okay.
I'll pay the 100.
Thank you.
Couldn't even if I wanted to.
Thank you.
I'm down to 600 gold now. You better pay me back.
Thanks, Ty.
What's the point of being a thief if you can't be rich? Absolutely.
I'll have somebody go and find that out. See what we can find.
Perhaps some helpful background. My mother ran away from an arranged marriage and has never spoken to anybody since.
Your mother, Elf,
Yes.
left.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I'm assuming a human father.
Yeah.
So you want to find out about her family that she left.
Just curiosity. I don't necessarily want to meet them. I mean, I'm here. I might as well, right?
See what I can do.
Thanks.
Now, can we get out of this office?
Yes.
I have 20 more minutes of questions to ask.
Outside.
Thank you.
All right, you guys exit the room, kind of go back outside the embassy. All right, anything else?
Yeah. Thank you very much. Means a lot. I don't forget people who do nice things for me.
What I'm doing is for elves in general. It's what we all are here for.
Well, hopefully we'll be worthy.
Are you finding us tomorrow, as you usually do?
It all depends on your friend over here. She doesn't look real happy.
Can
Okay.
you come find me tomorrow, regardless?
Sure.
Thank you.
See you at the end. He starts walking away.
Have a good night.
Just nods his head back.
Gotta unmute for a second just to make sure that we got sound. Because DL says that suddenly there's no sound.
Oh no.
Nope, we're just quiet.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
we were talking quiet. Sorry.
Yeah, we got
When it gets
the-
dramatic, we get a little bit
Yeah.
lower.
Yeah.
We'll start having fun again. I promise.
No.
No, not fun. Not in this.
Can you guys wait until we're not in public to yell at me?
I'm not gonna yell at
I
you.
wasn't gonna yell at you.
There's no reason to.
If we thought it would change something, then I'm just kidding.
There's no reason to.
Just the flow of information sounds great, but so often knowledge of places that are interesting or desirable or have resources or power or whatever, so often that leads to their own destruction when that information is shared.
I mean, no, I'm not gonna lie and say, fine, whatever, they can keep all their secrets and I don't care because I do. I think it's terrible that I'm literally on the doorstep and all I know about elves is him.
He's not a very good example.
That's fair. You know, you will still know the information. It's just a matter of not being able to write it down and therefore nobody else being able to know it. If anything, that makes you a better expert on it. I mean...
Except I can't tell anybody it. It's not even that I can't write it down. I can't tell anybody it. I can't talk about this part in our story. If I am doing this stupid thing, if I am not at home protecting my family, I am here to keep my friends alive and to tell a story. And I can't even write that down for myself. You guys have spent months with me now. You have watched me literally walk in the middle of nowhere and write about everything around us. How am I supposed to go into a place where I've had no information about this place before and not record about it? How am I not supposed to make sure that this part of our story doesn't get told? What if something happens to one of us?
I know you and I haven't really spoken about it yet. I don't want my story told. I don't want my story to get out there. I'm as secretive as the elves are. Nobody knew my real name until literally right now. You ever think that maybe I didn't want to be part of your story in the first place? I mean, I hate to tell you this, but when you tell a story, you're giving up information about everything that you're talking about. And for me, that makes me a little bit uncomfortable. And for the elves, that makes them even more uncomfortable. If you think that finding information is important, regardless of being able to share it, come with us. If the only reason that you're on this trip with us, this adventure, is to share your information with everybody else, then I think that's the wrong reason to be here.
Sai, I'm a librarian.
Okay?
My entire thing is sharing information with people.
You're gonna either have to put that on hold or stay here. I mean, this isn't my decision to make. It's the elves, and I think that they have a right to secrecy just as you have a right to share information. But when you're in their house, that needs to be taken under consideration.
I know, and I heard what you guys said last night, which is why I am not flat out yelling at them that this is selfish and terrible of them to do.
How's this selfish of them to do?
To completely swear us 100% to secrecy where I can't even write in my own private journal. That is for me, Sai. That is only for me.
You have a brain. You have a memory. You'll remember things about what we're doing here. Just because you can't remember what a flower looks like, I think that that's not part of the big picture.
Sometimes it's the little things.
Sometimes it's the big things.
And that is why I needed a night, okay? I understand that there is a bigger picture and that there is more going on than my love of information and my love of learning and letting other people learn. But that is something that I have to come to terms with, and I couldn't do it right then and there.
We have time.
It's also, it's a matter of consent. It's a matter of controlling your own traditions, not seeing your own culture or traditions be exported or worn as a joke or sullied by those who would use it for ill ends. Just because you have good intentions doesn't mean anybody with access would.
If all people know about elves are that they have pointy ears and are tall and like forests, that's all people know, and that's all people are gonna do. That becomes exactly what you were just saying. But if you have the information about their culture and their tradition, then people can learn about it. But that's completely beside the point. I get it, okay? I understand. That's why I didn't say anything. I didn't get angry. I didn't do any of the things that I know I've done before. This is a hard one for me because it's against everything I am.
For what it's worth, I don't know about you, Valchar, I have a suspicion, but honestly, sharing my story, and I'm pretty sure sharing his story would get us both thrown in a lot of trouble.
I'm not talking about the bigs. I'm not talking about the whole story. I'm talking about right now where we're fighting a god. We're uniting a world. That's a story that should be told, because if it's not, then it has a chance to happen again.
What does?
History repeats if you don't learn from it.
Maybe, and I don't know this, I just asked Tyler, maybe them being so secretive is them learning from it. Maybe there's a big reason why they don't want all this information out there. Maybe they don't want people trekking through the woods whenever they want and cutting down trees and building castles and stuff.
It's possible that something's happened in the past.
That's fine. I'm not saying I'm gonna go in there, learn everything, and then go out to the world and write a book about elves. But we're going in there, and what we're doing is going to have an effect on our overall journey, and if we go in and then come out, there's an entire part of our story that's missing. It's like reading a book and losing chapters.
I guess I don't see that as big of a deal as you do.
We can always have the discussion of what can be said.
He said
I
that
can't even
he would
write
be
it.
there.
Hmm?
He said that he would be there during the discussions.
So we're talking about, this was one of the questions that I had asked was, can we say that we helped? What can be said? Things that aren't secrets to the elves, but events that maybe have happened. We could probably talk about some of those things. Because there are going to be things that not everyone in the forest is going to be able to hide.
There are going to be things that are going to come out about the elves if they join us for the battle and it's not in the woods. I mean, people are going to know about how the elves conduct themselves in battle. What kind of constructs they use. For all we know, those constructs we fought today were rogue and were created by elves. I just don't know. So, I mean, the fact that they're giving up as much as they are potentially is enough for me.
I don't think we lose a full chapter. I think it might be heavily redacted, but I don't think we lose the entire chapter.
Yeah, we're gonna have to talk to.
I don't even know if I should have written his name down. I mean, it's mentally in my head, but I'm gonna go write it down because I have it now, and that's what I do!
To be fair, you're writing it down before you took the oath, so you're probably fine. But also, it's also possible that if we're careful stewards of what they give us, that could help encourage them to be more open in the future. I don't want you to go in with that angle because it might never happen, but it's a possibility.
We'd be working towards that end at least.
Yeah.
Helping.
And I know this is a tough decision. The three of us we all have our secrets.
So many.
It's easy for us because we've kept them for so long. I understand that it's difficult for you because you do, right? I very much respect the fact that you want to tell everyone everything. That you don't have at least as many secrets because it gets tiring. But it's sometimes you need those. Because if you don't have them, you don't keep them, worse things happen.
Like I said, I need a night to think about it.
Yeah, I'm not trying to push you.
You could ask Daltarian if
You could come up with a cipher or something.
maybe you and he can talk about what you want to write down, and just give him the ability to redact anything that he doesn't want out there. It might be everything, but it might not, and you'd be able to give as much information as you can at that point, even if it's not very much.
I'd assume things that wouldn't be redacted, granted this is assuming, would be things that are already public knowledge.
I mean, that might be true, but I'm not sure if they. I honestly don't know this. If they really want to keep secret individual flowers and like what the squirrels look like. I mean, that seems like overkill to me. But I mean, the elves are kind of all about overkill, so.
And for me, I'm going to err on the side of secrecy. I don't want to. Things that I learned, I don't want to necessarily leak, except for, which is why I was able to ask, the things that we need to be able to tell other people that we've allied with the dwarves, we've allied with possibly Dragonborn, and if this all pans out, we've allied with the elves. That's really the only important thing that I have. But that's, who knows, there might be more things that, as we go through this, we end up finding out that we need more information, and that we need to be able to divulge more information.
I mean, for all we know, Posik could take the same oath, and we'd be able to talk to him freely about it. I just don't know how these oaths work.
I don't either.
I do know that, I'm not sure about you two, but I did feel a something once I signed.
Oh yeah, that shit is real. For sure.
It's a soul binding contract.
To be fair, it's for the best that you're thinking about it. I would hate for you to go in all loosey-goosey and divulge something that you shouldn't, thinking that it's not a big deal, and then all of a sudden you have elves coming after you. I mean, it is something that's worth thinking about.
I'll think about it all night.
Do we still want to go to that play? Yay, we're all excited. Let's go to the play. We're all pumped.
Do you want to go?
I think I have too much to think about. You guys can go. I'm gonna go back to my room.
Well, if you're not going, I'm going to the bar. Well, to the bar then.
I was waiting to see what Hannah's response was.
Well, I was debating whether I wanted a drink or a smoke or both.
Go see our friend the botanist.
She's pretty cool. You want to go?
Yeah, why not? Do they have alcohol there?
I think so, right? It's a bar.
Yeah.
We'll walk you back.
Sure.
You're welcome to join if you want, but you don't have to.
I think I'm just gonna go to my room.
We'll be nearby for a while if you wanna. If you need a sounding board. Okay?
Sure.
Belcher's gonna go to the show.
Okay. I mean, the show's not till later tonight.
That's fine.
It's still like
But he's going to.
midday.
Imagine Valchar walking in.
Oh, I thought it was later
It's
in the
midday.
day.
I thought it was like.
I mean, you
Yeah, I thought
guys
it was
woke up,
I-
looked around, for,
I thought
like it was like
6 or 7.
Oh, I want
It was
to go
like
visit
3.
the locksmith first.
yeah, you can go pick up your lock.
Yeah, he probably has my
I
lock.
thought you already did that.
No, we
He was
didn't.
going
We
to
got
do it.
right out the door
Yeah.
and the guard
The guards
thing,
were gone.
and we were like,
So
Did
what
anyone
what
have
did we say that
anything
was? A
else they
DC
wanted to
20?
do?
Yeah.
Did anyone have anything else they wanted to do in town? Since it's apparently the middle of the day.
Wick is still gonna go straight back to her room.
Okay.
I mean, I'm down with whatever. What do you want to do? A little day drinking?
Always.
Have we explored the whole tree?
A trading tree?
Yeah.
I mean, you guys probably haven't gone to the top of it or anything, but
Let's go to the top of it and see how expensive shit is.
Sounds great.
Walking into a department store going like, that's a $5,000 bowl.
We're Julia Roberts at the beginning of Pretty Woman.
Steal some valuables.
all right.
Please
And I
don't get us kicked out.
think that's where we're gonna call it a day. You guys are gonna head to trading tree, and Wick is gonna go back to her room.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you guys for watching. I know it'll be exciting next episode.
Oh, yeah. Is
All
everyone
right.
going to be here next week?
I think so.
All right. Well, thanks for watching YouTube. You're out.
Thank you.